Howdy folks, it's Dan the Carman with R&G Toys, and today we will be doing the assembly video for the 24-volt, 2-seater, all-wheel drive buggy. Buckle your seatbelts, it's about to get exciting. Alrighty folks, we are first going to flip the vehicle over to work on the underside assembly. Remove the cotter pin and washer from steering wheel column. Align the front axle steel plates with the car body. Slide the axle through the steering column hole. Slide the washer back onto the steering column and insert the cotter pin. Securely fasten the front axle using 8 16mm, which are the larger screws, into the car body. This is a representation of the correct front axle assembly. Loosen the nuts at each end of the rear axle and remove the rear axle tube sleeve. Align the rear axle with the car body and slide through, allowing the rear axle tube to go in between. When installing the support plates, make sure the arrows are facing forward. Allow the barb grooves to lock into place, then secure the support plate to the body using 4 12mm screws. These are the smaller of the 2 screws. When installing the motors, make sure the colored wires correspond to the wires on the motor. For example, green and yellow needs to stick with green and yellow. Attach the male to the female connection wires and make sure they are secure. Then align the front motor with the front axle and insert the head of the motor into the car body. Slide the wheel on, locking the motor to the wheel. Then place a washer and nut and fasten with the provided tool. Complete this step on both sides of the front axle. Here's an example of a complete assembly. Adjust the rear axle so it is located in the middle of the car. Make sure the axle length that extends out on both sides are the same. Locate the rear motors, which are identified with the blue and yellow wires. Make sure the connection is sound and slide the motor head body into the car. Complete the same steps on the other side of the car. Once the rear motors are securely fastened and the connections are sound, place the rear wheel through the rear axle. Since the rear axle is free spinning, you will need to tighten both sides at the same time. Insert the washer, then the nut, and use the tools provided to fasten both sides. Now that we have the car flipped over, we will begin the steering wheel assembly. Connect the steering wheel wire to the wires coming out of the steering column and match the connectors. Attach the holes on the steering wheel to the steering axle, slide the screw through, and securely fasten with a nut on the other side. Located under the seat is the battery. To connect the battery to the car, we must first loosen the screws on the battery cover, remove the cover from one side, insert the black fuse into the red plug. Now, your battery is connected. Located under the seat is the battery. Align the rear taillight covers with the grooves on the rear body. Pop into place. Align the two plastic pressing battens on both sides of the car body. Attach one 12mm screw, which are the smaller of the screws, to the most south attachment point on the car body. Align the plastic notches on the seat with the pressing battens. Once the grooves align, slide the seat all the way back. Insert the remaining screws into the seat batten, securing the seat to the car body. Insert the windshield holder to the corresponding openings on the top of the car body. Insert the left and right handrails to the corresponding openings on the back of the car body. Align the front bumper with the openings on the grille of the car. Push hard to pop into place. And there we go, folks. That was the assembly video for the R&G Toys 24-volt 2-seater all-wheel drive lifted buggy. Thank you and have a great day.